Holy shit, we're done with Yamato's shit-ass cover story. Every week, you guys will understand how fast I'd be scrolling to the first panel whenever I see Yamato on the cover page. But she did successfully ally with Ulti, which is a W, but besides that, this shit was ass. Now let's get into One Piece chapter 1162. Of course, I'm not gonna talk about every panel and every situation because quite frankly, I know you guys ain't here for that, and you guys can go watch a chapter, read the chapter for yourselves. But I'm still gonna cover like 90% of the chapter and talk some shit as always. If you're new here, make sure you guys leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, especially if you're not new here. And if you keep coming back to talk shit, I see you. Stop. So the chapter starts with a giant explosion, and the fodder are yelling, "Yo, saying Garling and rocks are clashing in the north," which is so misleading and set up to Garling fans, by the way, that read this, because trust me, there wasn't no clashing going on with those guys. We cut to Roger ordering Rayleigh to get out of here with Shaki while he handles the rest. We see Chad Rayleigh running off with the most sought after woman in history while everyone's coping with frustration. Shiki stopped the fodder from trying to attack Rayleigh to get Shaki back since she might get hurt. And everybody then decided to stop going after Shaki because obviously you guys don't cockblock, and they try to go for the treasure that's on the island. And then we see Shaki being like comfortable in like Rayleigh's arms, and she listens to him talk about some fuckery. Not really fuckery, but like he's confessing to her that he loves her basically. But she tells him, "You don't gotta say no more, I already know," and cuts him off before he's about to say he loves her. How cute is this? It would be a shame if Rayleigh became some fuckboy down the line. I'm trolling, sort of. We then cut to maybe the funniest part of the chapter, where Ivankov and Kuma are trying to eat some devil fruits. We obviously know Kuma has his own devil fruit that he ate. Ivankov is about to eat the fish fruit, aka Kaido's fruit, and Big Mom comes out of nowhere, chokeslammed Ivankov and took the fruit. She claims it would be for Katakuri, which honestly, looking at Katakuri right now, yeah, he could have definitely used that fruit because that guy's durability is dog shit. As she's flexing the devil fruit, you see a fucking Thunder Bagua in its early stages charge up in the back and completely boink Big Mom's bitch ass, sending her flying. The devil fruit is about to fall to the ground until Kaido comes along and scoops it with his mouth. He then starts chewing the devil fruit in a very disrespectful manner, like basically yum 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 in fucking Big Mom's face. The fact that Big Mom could get violated like this doesn't surprise me at all. Any version of this woman is dog shit. The fact that some of you guys try to cling on to this version of Big Mom as her prime is hilarious. A baby Kaido with seemingly no haki or anything violated this bitch. Any and everybody can violate this woman, whether it's the past, whether it's the future, whether she's a Yonko, whether she has stronger homies, it don't matter. Next, we're told that the island has turned into a pirate war zone. As we see pirates fighting, more specifically, we see Silver Axe getting cooked by a motherfucker that looks like Marco the Phoenix. People are speculating that this is Marco's dad, assuming the pineapple head runs in the family. But yo, I don't know who's violating Silver Axe like this, but it better not be fodder, because Silver Axe has some aura and is still Shiki's rival. I don't give a fuck. Next, we see Garp's reaction to the island, and he's even questioning Sengoku if he knew about what the fuck was going on. He expresses by his face how frustrated he is and what he's seeing on the island. And for months now, people have just been clowning Garp, calling him the warrior of oppression, a man who doesn't feel anything towards the injustices that the world government commits. And I don't know what the fuck made you guys think that Garp never felt any type of way about this, but I guess you guys wanted to slander Garp so bad because he's affiliated with the world government. Technically, he isn't affiliated with them because he refuses to work under their rule, but you guys were so pissed off that you wanted to believe he actually didn't feel some type of way about what they do. Or maybe you guys want him to run at Emu and the Gorosei solo dolo and just commit suicide to do the right thing. I'm not even trying to defend him, but it's like people are just throwing out false narratives just because they really didn't like the fact that he's still in the Marines. Next, we cut to Rocks running away with his wife on his shoulders and baby Teach. They seem to be running from Garling, riding a horse with a bunch of Domi Reversi victims beside him. What is crazy is that those Domi Reversi victims are the Davy clan and specifically Rocks' family. Then we get a close-up of Garling saying Rocks' sword slashes are hard to regenerate from. They really fucked that boy up. For one, it mentions his sword slashes, which some people were trying to say Rocks doesn't do. Some people were trying to say, hey, he wasn't a swordsman because he doesn't slash. Well, he slashes, so what now? No, he just does explosions with his sword. That's not swordsmanship. Then we seen Rocks' woman yelling at him to let him go, and that you can't fight them off one-handed. One-handed, you say? As in having one hand nerfs you? Interesting. Very, very interesting. So basically, Rocks' girl is just tweaking about how she wants to help and she can handle herself, and asks Rocks to let her escape by herself and they will meet on a Lucia kingdom, which we all know how that island turns out. She runs away while Rocks stays to fight Garland, who is still chasing him for some reason, as if he didn't get cooked already. I don't know why he's trying to ore farm, saying, what attack will it be next? like he's not gonna get cooked. Rocks charges up an island sword slash to hit Garling. What I mean by that is that this slash ends up cutting the island in half. Oh my god, it's almost like Rocks is a swordsman and not a person who fights with a sword, whatever the fuck that means. A person wielding a sword as their primary fighting style is a swordsman. If you fight at your best with the sword, you're a swordsman, bro. Just what it is. An insane panel with Eris running with her baby Teach and Dragon running with Shanks as they both simultaneously say, "I won't let you die." Now Oda knows what he's doing because these two babies grew up to be fated enemies and have a lot of history with each other. Some say Teach is going for that Shanks pack in the near future. We also see the Roger pirates finding some loot and devil fruits. A pirate tries to sneak Gabon for the treasure and he casually blocks it on some nonchalant shit. This guy doesn't know that Gabon is casually Yonko level, so just chill, bro. We cut to Saturn having inner dialogue in his head with Emu, and Emu asks if Rocks is dead, and once again Saturn can't do his job, so Emu takes control of his body and is transforming on God Valley. Insane Haki gets admitted on the island and we get to see a reaction from the three goats of this era, Roger, Garp, and Rocks. Then we get panels of Roger telling his crew to not focus on the Rocks pirates and to focus on what's coming. And then it cuts to a silhouette of Rocks with his sword nudged into the ground, farming insane amount of aura. Like holy shit, all these guys were pursuing him and got fucking sauced, including Garling. People in my stream wanted me to put Garling on Rocks' level. They were begging me to do it. They were saying I was cooked because I didn't think Garling was on Rocks' level. Look at this man on the ground on life support. Garling spent the whole chapter getting sauced by Rocks. Some people saying this don't mean shit because it's Rocks. I mean, yes it does, because like I just told you, a lot of people had high expectations for Garling. And plus, he apparently got a lot of his clout from the God Valley situation, as we've seen in his introduction, talking about he made a name for himself and he distinguished himself at God Valley. What the fuck did you even do but get sauced? But he's still very strong and is a top tier for sure. He probably is stronger than what he was in God Valley right now, so he's still probably insanely strong. Just not on Rocks' level, brother. I do believe in Garling though. He will do something and redeem himself, whether it's the actual version of him right now in the current story or even in the flashback. The final part of the chapter, which honestly could be one of the best panels I've ever seen, is with Kaido, Whitebeard, and Rocks getting ready to fight Emu. Rocks tells Whitebeard, "You don't have to help, you know, there's nothing to gain." The man says, "Don't sweat it, I always drank on your tab anyway." Kaido pulls up like, "Yo, what? Guys, look, I have a devil fruit now." Rocks is like, "Yo, little bro, I'm glad to see someone's having fun." These three guys share a wonderful dynamic in this last panel and I love it. Then they focus their attention to Emu's arrival, as well as Garp and Roger do as well, and they all brace themselves to face off against what Rocks calls the world. Amazing chapter, amazing chapter. Garling got holy sauce. I think I'm gonna title this video "Smoking on that Garling pack." That final shot of Kaido, listen, I talk crazy about Kaido, but that's low-key the three strongest guys in their era. Low-key, right? That's cat, but it sounds cool though. Alright guys, peace.